Hey guys, it is Erica. Sorry, I'm trying to move around a few things so I can sit down and talk to you guys. My clothes is like literally in a pile right now, so I'm just trying to move around so I can do witchy talk with you guys. Um, yeah, I need to move all these clothes. So give me 1 second. Sorry. Difficulty of packing and unpacking. So I wanted to do a witchy talk. My fan is on. I hope that doesn't bother anyone. If it does, just tell me so I can turn it off. It just gets really hot here and smoky, so I have it on. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set myself down here. It's kind of smoky smelling down here, but we'll deal. Okay. Great. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this without dropping you guys, right? Wouldn't that be wonderful, huh? I want to put you guys in a position that you can see and hear everything. There we go. Witchy talks. Okay. So first of all, I know no one's watching at the moment, and I want to turn this on. Hang on. Okay, there we go. So, witchy talk. Let me share this around. Let's see if anyone wants to join my witch talk. Okay. Let's put it around. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay, so I don't. There, I'm back on. So, yes, a witchy talk. So, I have a bunch of books, and if there's anything I need to look up, I'll just my books. Right now, I'm actually dealing with this. And this book is called Circle Round by Starhawk. Hang on. As their full names, I believe, in here. Okay, yeah, here we go. So I'm dealing with this book. It's called Starhawk, or Circle Bound by Starhawk, Diane Baker, and Anne Hill. And I said bound, didn't I? Round. Circle round. Sorry. I'm getting everything mixed up. So I'm dealing with this book right now. But if you have any questions, I can answer or look for. I see someone joined. So, hi. So kind of a witchy talk. And if you have any questions, obviously I can answer them for you. But recently I've been working with this book because my sister had her child months ago. But she also wants to raise it in the kind of pathway of paganism. I wouldn't say exactly like, oh, you have to believe in this, this, and this, and this. Obviously not. She's not going to do that. My mother never did that with us. We aren't going to do it with our own children. But this book helps you in raising kind of like, so it says raising children in the goddess tradition. Obviously we don't, there is a spider in my room. Yay. I'll let him live. Yeah, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh yeah, that is a tiny ass spider. Sorry, I got distracted by a spider. I get distracted easily. Hello, Mr. Spider. Anyways. So it raises in the goddess tradition. We don't exactly follow. I think the goddess tradition is a specific belief system of paganism. But obviously, like, it goes through the main stuff that most pagans do follow. Like holidays, which are called Sabbats, or like little different things, fairy money, shadow play with things like that. It goes on and on and on. So, any questions? Don't be afraid to ask. It would be easiest just to see what anyone's interested in hearing. Like I said, I have a bunch of books at the moment. I don't have as many as a lot of people, but it's still plenty to, like, figure out. I've also been wanting to do a lot of teachings. I've been working with a friend of mine, and I gave her her first homework, and she did it, and now we're just still working, but this book helps me run my coven. It helps a lot of people who want to start a coven, and it helps a lot of structure. Yeah, I'm basically just talking about all my books. So, you don't need exactly, like, books like this, but usually things that are based on certain stuff. Like, some books are just based on many different other things, like, let's see this. This one just talks about Green Witch specifically. But this is about the variety of teaching and training, or raising kids in the pagan community. But then there's the books that are kind of just a wide variety of whatnot, you know? And that's this, probably. But some books have a structure to them, simply like this one that I'm talking about. Oh, thanks for the like. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out this thing. I'm just shaking it everywhere. So, like, this book can go through different things, like, saving money, rules for best book for beginners. If you prefer to do solitary work, I would say this one. If you're into Wicca stature, I would say this one, which is Wicca, a guide for the solitary practitioner. It's a simple, small book, but it still goes through a lot of information, and it's for solitary working, so you yourself alone. It goes through, I think it goes through initiation, your altar, thanking the gods, rituals, the Sabbats. So this one would be good, but also depends on which beliefs you follow. Sometimes it's best to actually read into them all, and I was actually talking with my high priestess about this, and she said she doesn't read her books. If she needs to find something, she'll just pull out a bunch of books and read them. She doesn't read them like an actual book would be read. And I understand that. Like, you'll be flipping through a book and go, oh, that's good information. I can use that, this and this and this. So that's a good book to use for a beginner, and so is the Grimoire for the Green Witch if you're a Green Witch. And I think those are good books. But if you want to learn more about specific holiday things, just going for specific books about those. So this is Ostara, and this is Beltane. So things like that, going specific books also works as well. So yeah. By the way, finally found out who is watching, and that's Kat. Hi, Kat. But yeah, those two are good books for starters. If you want spell workings kind of books, you would specifically look for spell workings. Oh, I also didn't look down here, huh? Oh, that's another book that I just thought of. The Big Blue Book. So this one works more like a textbook. I don't own it. I think my mom has my copy. I'm gonna go ask her. I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, so sorry about that one. Did I get any questions at that point? No. Okay, so this one's another good setup. And I can show you an example now. So this is called the Big Blue Book. Everyone calls it the Big Blue Book, but it's actually called Buckland's Complete Book of Witchcraft. And it's from Raymond Buckland. So it looks like this. It's a big book, but it's thin, but it has a lot of information. And here's kind of how it works as a textbook instead. Each chapter has questions in it. So like if you have a school workbook, it has a bunch of questions in it, things like that. But it goes through the history of like the basics of like the first goddess that was ever really created from mind was, I think this is it, but I can find her. Where is she at? So if you've ever seen like a statue that looks like this, that's probably one of the first main ritualistic goddesses. Yeah, that's it. But each, like I said, each chapter probably ends with a bunch of questions. Like, there's a page for a bunch of questions. And I think I just realized this is my friend's book. No, it's not. This one's my copy. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it works that way. It also gives like, it has a lot of information to it, but it gives you like how to make your altar correctly for rituals, or how to make a robe for rituals, like a ritualistic robe, like things you see on this, like those. It gives you a basis. It gives a lot more information than other books, because it teaches you like a textbook does. This is basically a textbook. And it also has music in the end of it. So songs, music. Rituals, it has a full basis ritual. Different runes. And not the type that you put on to stones, but these are more of words. Yeah. So, runes. Okay. That's that. Any other more questions? I'm willing to answer. Oh. So while I wait, if there's any more questions, I will show you this book. This is my favorite book at the moment. Because, oh, what was the name of the first book again? We're talking about this one. This one's called Wicca, A Guide for the Solitary Practitioner. The other one was The Grimoire for the Green Witch. But I'll say this one again. Wicca, A Guide for the Solitary Practitioner. Oh, and by the way, it's from Scott Cunningham. I think there's a couple names that you'll hear are the same ones. You'll hear a mimic of them constantly, usually. But this one is my favorite book I was going to show you. And it's this book. And it says Guide to the Gods, because it has every single god you'll ever need. Ask for a god, I can find him probably. My goddess is in here. All the gods. I actually tried looking up God in here, and that's the only god that's not in here, from what I could find. And that's pretty much it. But that can go back. Oh, and I got that book for free too. I'm trying to put them back, but it's not being easy. It's being difficult. May the gods have mercy on me for this fucking moment. Yeah. Any more questions? I'm down to answer. What are some good online sources for witchcraft? Oh, fuck, dude. Give me a second for that one. Hang on. That's gonna take some research. I have them all put down onto my phone or onto something else, so I'll have to actually look that up, because they are all actually down. So I'll actually be able to text you that one, because apparently my tablet's dead. I would be able to look it up if it wasn't dead, and my charger's all the way over there. So yeah, I'll have to look that one up later. Ooh. But online sources aren't easy to find, because you get a lot of bloggers who think they know what they know, but they only put what they believe. They don't put reality of it. And of course it is a basis of what you do believe, but it's more of, in a way, the way they put it, it seems like they're trying to make other people believe what they believe. And I don't think that's exactly how it should work. That's how you make a true new belief, is have your belief set, make a name for it, and there you go, you have a new belief. That's basically how Wicca came to be. In a way. Don't quote me on that. But I will be able to find you some more, and I'll post them or send them to you, because I can't get this to charge. Whew. So like I said, there was a repeating same name for people. That's because constantly you will find the same name for different books. I'm always able to find usually people who make them. Like, okay, I pointed out Scott Cunningham. That's because he wrote this book, but he also wrote this book. You can find him, and it seems he's Wiccan, from what it looks like. But sometimes you can find witchy type of stuff from not even witches, per se. So that's also another thing, is they don't realize they're probably teaching Wiccan shit and probably don't believe in that. And I keep cussing and I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to think. Where is my cards? Oh, they're back here. Oh wait, that's only one. Oh, there they are. Okay. Why is it bad to use spells from the internet? I keep hearing that it's really bad to use spells from the internet, but no one ever gives a reason why. Okay, it's actually kind of true. Some of them have different intentions, and so it is okay to use some, not all. You have to really do your research on who made it and what the intention is for. Sometimes people say it's for something, but sometimes it's written for another thing, and that can really backfire. You want to be careful of what you say and what you use in your spell. Like, you can't exactly use a spell without making it yours, and you have to make sure you have your own intention. You shouldn't just say a random spell that you don't know the basis of. So it can be really bad, but it depends on who's made it. There's this website that a bunch of people can make their own and post them onto the specific, like it's a blog. I used to use those, and I don't use them anymore. I don't remember what the website's called, but the background's basically yellow, is what all I remember from it. But, yeah, no, it just can backfire, or can have the wrong intention, or not have the right stuff it needs to be with it in order to make it. Oh, that spider just, oh, there it is. Okay. It can be bad, but like I said, it really depends on who's made them or whatnot. Stop staring at me, spider. Oh, he's on the move. So I don't see why people haven't given their reason why and just saying that you shouldn't. But it's the simplest answer is it can backfire. Mr. Spider, I do not appreciate you climbing all over my fan. We have rules in this house. Don't look at me like that. We have rules. You stationary yourself in one place. Okay, while I wait, because I assume she has more questions. She's always gonna have more questions for me. I know this girl. I will talk about another book. So, spider. Only one book of mine isn't exactly a witch book that I have in here. Like I say, it is a witch book, but it isn't at the same time. Okay. Sorry, I'm really looking. It's like talking to my friend on the phone, but not actually being able to hear her. Mr. Spider. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Okay. I love the name of this. The Big Little Book of Magic. A Wiccan's Guide to Altars, Candles, Pendulums, and Healing Spells. That might also be a good first book to get. I don't know, because I haven't actually gone through this one exactly. I keep saying sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read this passage, and it's a small passage. The history of altars. Altars have been used from almost the beginning of human civilization as far back as the Sorry, I heard something in my ear. Paleolithic age. Yet, many people today do not understand exactly what an altar is outside of a religious structure, and do not believe they can set up personal altars in their homes. Nevertheless, on a subconscious level, we set up varieties of altars without giving any conscious thought to the process. I'll talk about that in a second. It is common to see groupings of family photos arranged on shelf tables or pianos. Many people place clusters of sentimental objects or collections of various kinds of glass front cabinets or on shelves in various rooms. I think I probably skipped a little bit. No, I did not. Various rooms of their homes. It is not uncommon to see displays of beer cans, thimbles, dragons, model cars, or similar objects. These are all done without conscious thought or planning, except that we want to. But why do we feel drawn to do this? So I got mixed up with a couple words, but still. In my family, this one was a conscious thought, but it looks just like something that you would see in any other home, and we call it our family altar. This one was done. I glitched out. Am I good? Is it getting back? There it goes. Let's see. So we have a family altar, but you would see them in any other home, but it doesn't seem like it to them because they don't process that in their house, that it would probably be considered. But our family altar consists of things that belong to other family members or given to us by other family members who have passed. We have pictures of people from our family that probably we don't even know either, too. They belong on our family altar. It started, he's blocking my way. I'm gonna leave him alone. It's hot though. But it was a structured thing to show that we still care about our family in a way, but also trying to bring them forth and just do their thing. Oh, where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to pull out a bunch of things. So, like I said, I was teaching my friend. I'm going to be teaching her in a way. But I guess I'm trying to find it in this book. I've already been on for half an hour. Coolio. So in this book, it gives me a basis of like what I can teach for classes. So starting her out, I would probably start this way. So I'm just trying to find the basis of like where to start, and it talks about, oh, there it is. Okay. So the way of teaching someone, you don't want to just teach them specifically what they want to learn at the moment, because you want them to learn a variety of things. Stop doing that. So this would start you different types of goddesses. So this talks about the goddess and the god, but you would also be looking up different variety of goddesses and gods. So it gives you a basis. I'm going to be putting my bookmark in here. If it wants to fit. Come on. There you go. She actually gave it to me. Got it for me. And this flipped all over the place. Excusez-moi. There. See? Okay. So this one will be easy of teaching her. Honestly, I think she and I should be doing classes on camera, like live call each other, and I'll teach her as if I'm a teacher. Because it's easier rather than texting someone and say, hey, look this up, there you go, you learned something. So, probably, but we'd have to be face to face. Do they have, like, video calls on Snapchat? Because if not, we'd probably have to Skype, and we used to Skype. Yeah, they do, last I checked, though. Okay. So yeah, that's probably how we'll be teaching you. Don't worry about my jar. Okay. So this one is another one. I'll put this back. Okay, here's another book. This one's by Lynn V. Andrews. This one, oh, I should look this up. It's another book of hers. I'm gonna write it down. Write it down. I used to have all my books on a piece of paper. Like, all of them written on a piece of paper. Don't want to write it there. Aha! Sorry. I want to test something out. Sorry about this. I'm just trying to see if I can do something. Oh, that switched me. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so we'll do teachings that way. So this next book I'm going to be talking about is called Teachings Around the Sacred Wheel. I think it's a Native American based book. I'm going to read the back to see it. For the first time, millions of Lynn Andrews readers can participate directly in the vision quest for enlightenment. Sorry, my nose is just so bad. Enlightenment and personal power. Here, the best-selling author of Medicine Woman, Jaguar Woman, Crystal Woman takes her readers on a journey around the sacred wheel and helps them tap to their to their own shamanic power. Based on her popular books and workshops, this powerful workbook facilitates shamanic initiation into the dream time. Andrews provides helpful explanations and easy to follow visualization exercises for traveling the inner paths to the 4 points of the sacred wheel. Readers will discover their own special power animal energized within a circle of crystals. Seek self-knowledge through mirroring and make a visionary mountain ascent. Exercises unlock a unique visualization process that blends controlled traveling to the dream time with specific physical postures that help initiate a journey to discover one's own enlightenment and help heal our Mother Earth. So, I'll probably actually go through this one during teachings because this might help out. Ooh, and it also works as a workbook, so I will probably have her do this one as well because this one works as a workbook because it has questions after you've gone through whatnot. And yeah, so I want to actually talk about a thing that I got from my high priestess that she had gotten from Isaac Bonowitz. May the gods bless him. Poor man. And it is, I don't know how many I do have left. I think I have a couple pads of them. But I have all of my books. And they are these, I'm not going to read them out loud, but they're this. And you put them on your books to keep people from stealing your books. And if they borrow them, may they come back in one piece. If they do not, cursed you'll be. Things like that. I don't, but it's cool. So, if there's any other books you would like me to read the back of, and if anything interests you that we should go over through our teachings, Kat, please tell me, because now is your time, so I can write it down, so I know what we can go through and what we shouldn't go through. Because I also want to get you what you want to know and what you don't want to know, kind of stuff. Or what you don't need to know. So I do know I want to go through the Sacred Wheel book, Covencraft, and the Green Witch book. And I might go through other ones, but I'm not 100% sure. I might even go through the Circle Round book that's about raising kids in paganism because it's a simple starter book. It's actually really good for you as well. But if there's any one that you're interested in that I actually have of, now's your time. Keep dropping my mug. I need to fix him. I'd love to know more about the altars, holidays, traditions, and like everything, but specifically those things. Okay, that is actually good place because that's mostly what you need to know. So we will go over those. That's a great position to use the Circle Round book. And we start our teachings when you like. And we need a set date for a specific day or specific time. Like, if you choose a day and time, we're going to do that every week. Or more than that. I don't know. That's up to you. But, okay, I've been on for like 40 minutes now. And I've talked about a lot of stuff. I will go over more stuff if you guys ever want to talk about more witchy stuff, if you guys are interested. And thank you. Bye.